Hi ladies, how are you guys doing? I hope everything is good at your end. It's so great to be here with you today. If you are watching this, you are probably curious about egg freezing, especially because it's becoming such a popular conversation with all the stories we hear about celebrities freezing their eggs. But here is the thing, I have been through infertility and I want to share with you what they don't always tell you about freezing your eggs for the commercial purpose, or you can say for the money. So today I want to talk about why egg freezing is not as straightforward or as guaranteed as some people make it seem. And what the truth is, actually there is a lot more to the story than just freeze your eggs and you will have kids later. First thing I want to tell that freezing your egg does not guarantee that you will have a baby in the future. I know this might sound a little harsh, but it's the truth. The statistics are pretty eye-opening. Once you frozen your eggs and those eggs are thought only about 19% of them result in a live birth. So let me break that down for you. Would you really buy a car insurance if there was only a 19% chance that it would pay out in the event of an accident? Probably not, right? It's the same concept. We have this idea that freezing eggs is a magic fix for later in life, but it's not as simple as we might hope. Now I know that it might sound disappointing, especially when you see celebrities talking about freezing their eggs and having babies well into their 40s. But trust me, the reality is a little more complicated than what we see in the media. So here is the thing that actually is that age matters a lot. It matters a lot. If you freeze your eggs in your 20s, you are probably in a better position. But if you freeze your eggs in your late 30s or early 40s, the chances of success significantly decreases. Well, as we get older, the quality of our eggs declines. Our DNA starts to break down and the eggs themselves become less viable. This is especially true when you thaw them out. As you can imagine, thawing and freezing eggs can lead to even more damages. So, if you are freezing eggs when you are around 37 or 38 years old, the likelihood of successfully creating a healthy embryo is way lower than it would be if you freeze your egg in your 20s. For me personally, I started looking into egg freezing after trying to get pregnant and not getting anywhere. The idea of freezing my eggs seemed like a safety net, but when I learned that older eggs don't have the same potential, it hit me hard. It really hit me very hard. So now let's talk about the elephant in the room, the celebrity culture. We have all seen it. You know those stories of celebrities freezing their eggs and then having kids in their 40s. It's easy to look at the stories and think, oh, well, if they can do it, I can do it too. But that's not the full picture. The reality is, when it comes to infertility and egg freezing, timing is everything. Most of us don't have access to the best doctors and we don't have millions of dollars to try multiple rounds of IVF and egg freezing. Celebrities also have teams of fertility specialists monitoring every step of their journey. So, while they might have the resources to make it work, that's not the case for the majority of the women. The truth is, if you are in your late 30s or early 40s and have not had kids yet, your chances of getting pregnant naturally or even with assisted method are pretty low. I say this with a lot of love and no judgment. I have been through this struggle myself and I just want to share the reality with you so you are not misled by what you see online or in the tabloids. So, now here is something I wish I had known sooner. If you are considering egg freezing, you should know that there is no one-size-fits-all approach. Everyone's fertility journey is different and we all have to make the choices that are right for us. For me, I would always choose a fresh cycle over a frozen one. Let me explain why. When you freeze your egg and thaw your eggs, they can lose some of their vitality that can reduce the chances of success. Freezing the eggs puts them under a lot of stress, and then when you thaw them out, it does not always work as smoothly as we would hope. In a freeze cycle, on the other hand, the eggs are collected and fertilized while they are still at their best position, and giving you a better success, or I can say giving you a better sort of success. So, what should we do with all this information? How do we make the right choices? Here is the most important thing I want you to understand. Timing and informed decision are everything when it comes to fertility. If you are in your 20s and you want to freeze your eggs because you are not ready to have kids yet, that might make sense for you. But if you are in your late 30s or early 40s, it's crucial to be realistic about the chances and understand that freezing your eggs is not a foolproof solution. What really matters is understanding your body, your health, and your opinions and your options. Talk to a fertility specialist who can give you a clearer picture of where you stand. Explore all the options available to you, whether that's freezing your egg, using a freeze cycle, or even considering other fertility treatment. So my folks, my lovely ladies, I hope this video gave you a little more clarity. Egg freezing is a huge decision, and I want you to make it with the right information, not the hype. There is no shame in doing what's best for your body and your future. Just be sure that what you are doing is actually going to give you the best chance, not just what sounds good on a celebrity's Instagram. If you have any question or want to share your own experiences, drop a comment below. Let's keep this conversation going, because we are all in this together. And remember, I am always with you, ladies, just one message away in your fertility journey. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you like it with someone who needs to hear it. I will see you in the next one. Take care, and remember, you are all very strong and powerful women for me.